Hi beauties, it's Jean Piersanti with Beauty and the Stamper, and we're going to make another card today. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be using this Crafting Forever stamp set. Super cute. I'm going to be using these little scissors here, and then this one that says, "We're cut out to be friends." And I just love this set. I've seen so many great cards made with this, and they can be made very simple like we're going to make it. They can be stepped up just a bit if you'd like, and then oh my gosh, I've seen some great super stepped up cards. So all right, let's go ahead. Oh, look at this one, says crafting forever, housework whenever. So adorable. So, all right, I'm going to set that off to the side, taking out the stamps that we need. I'm going to be using some Memento Tuxedo Black ink, some Bermuda Bay, some Pineapple Punch, and some Smoky Slate. I'm also going to be using this punch. Oh, what's the name of it? Oh, shoot. I forgot the name of this punch. But we're going to be using this nice punch there. I also have a card base with Bermuda Bay, and that is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper cut right in half. So now we have a 4.25 by 5.5 once we fold this guy over. So I'm going to go ahead and fold it over, and then I'm just going to take my bone folder and really burnish this down so we get a nice flat card. I'll do the other side as well. And there we go. I have a scrap piece of Whisper White, and then I have 2 pieces of Whisper White cut 1/4 inch smaller than the card base. So you're looking at 4 by 5.25, and that's going to give you a nice little border around there. So the reason I have 2 is one will go inside here, and let's go ahead and put that little guy in there. And I'm going to reach for my glue here, which I didn't have out, but I'm just going to reach for my Tombow glue here. And what we're going to do, we're going to start with our first stamp here, and we're just going to stamp this little guy. And we've got our scissors. We're going to go with the Memento Black there. I'm just going to ink that up and stick it right there. And there we go. And since I have that out, I was going to put that in, but since I have that out, I'm going to start with this guy here. And this is going to be a long ways card, so let's see how I'm going to use that. I stamped it the wrong way. So I think what I'm going to do is put a second stamp in here. Just like this. There we go. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to put one right in the middle. And I have this kind of diagonal, but it's okay because you can see right through it. And I'm going to put this right here in the center. And then I'm going to flip it over and do it again. Flip it over and do it again. And I'm okay that it's going off the edge there. And we're just going to do this all the way across. And you guys, the reason I am doing this card, I did not come up with it on my own. As a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, we get this quarterly magazine that just gives us some ideas. And I saw this card and thought it was adorable. So let me look at this base here. I'm not real happy with the two, and then I got a little bit of a little halo there. So whenever you have issues like that, you can just turn your card right over, because each side, each piece of paper has two sides. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna do that this way. And there we go. I'm much more happy with that. So I'm going to set that off to the side. We're done with our black tuxedo there. And then now I can go ahead and put this guy in there. I'm going to use my Tombow adhesive here. And stick that right inside. And we've got that nice border. You can't even tell that those other images were in there at all. Okay, so we're going to set this guy off to the side. While we're stamping, I'm going to bring out the Memento again. And we're going to stamp this guy out. And I'm just going to let that hang out. Okay, while that's hanging out, let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my Smoky Slate, my Pineapple Punch, and my Bermuda Bay, and then I'm going to take a blender pen and use them as colors, because I don't have every single color of ink pads. So on this one, I have, on the old pads, I'm still using some of the old pads, you can push like this, and then that's going to give you some ink right here at the lid that you could use for watercoloring, you could use for a blender pen. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to take this side here and use my gray, and actually I think I left color, so good thing. I did, I left a little bit of color, and I'll show you why. But you just go along like this until you have no more color left. Okay, we're good to go. So I'm going to go along that gray and pull that gray, and we're going to go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and put this Smoky Slate right along the cutting portion of the scissors. And I love that it's a blended rather than just an ink, because you're going to get some dark, some light, just like you do in real scissors as the light is reflecting. So at this point, I would go through with my Smoky Slate and color all of the blades. For right now, I'm going to color this blade here. And again, you can just blend it. I mean, that's what the blender pen is for. So you can blend it as you like. You could leave white spots if you'd like. You can go darker in some areas if you'd like. But I'm going to go ahead and be done here. So we're going to pretend that I have colored all of these guys here. Okay. So after I've colored all of those in the Smoky Slate, I'm going to get that Smoky Slate off of there just by going like this. And so I don't know if you guys can see, here's our host code. Don't forget, if you do want to purchase any of the items that I'm using here today or any other Stampin' Up! Supplies, you can go to my site, and then if you have an order under $150, please use this code. That helps me to give away some items to those of you who have purchased. So, okay. So I've got that all cleaned off. Now we're going to use the Bermuda Bay and start doing this guy here. So you could, again, since this is an old pad, click down. I already have some in there, so I'm just going to grab some of this color, and we're going to, actually, I think what I'm going to do is put this Bermuda Bay on this one here. And again, you can make this as dark or as light as you want. And if you're really good, you can add like light shining on by going real light or darker. I wish I was that good. I'm not, so I just kind of let the blender pen do its work and come out with whatever comes out there. And it always seems to come out nice, so I'm okay with it. And if you have any type of streaks, that's what's great about the blender pen. You just keep on going over it, and it's going to blend really nicely. So we've got that, okay? I would then, we're going to pretend again that I colored this one and this one in that Bermuda Bay as well. And then these other two, we would color in the Pineapple Punch. And I'm just cleaning off this blender pen again. And you can see we're going to use that blender pen for multiple colors because you just clean it off like that. So this is the new ink pad, and if I push on it like this, let's see if I could get any. Not really. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take one of my acrylic blocks, and I am going to push that up against the acrylic block, and you see that ink came off on there. So when I first did it, as I was coloring to test this out, I did that, and I also used the Bermuda Bay on this other corner here, so I have like a little palette. So we're going to grab this Pineapple Punch here, and we're going to color this one in. And did I not take it off real well? Because this one's coming out a bit green, so make sure you clean off your blender pen. But I'm okay with it. It's kind of cute. But you can see that real color is now coming out. So I wouldn't be me if I didn't do something goofy, right? But if you do something goofy like this, go over it with the Bermuda Bay. Just turn it into a Bermuda Bay kind of color. It'll be a little bit greener, but we're okay. So, but I'm okay with this. I kind of like it, actually. So now I've got my palette. All I have to do to clean off my acrylic block is take my little chamois there and just rub it all along there, and it comes nice right off. So that's good to go. I'll leave this out for my other stamps to be clean. So like I said, you're going to take this, color all the silver in, and then some Bermuda Bay, and then Pineapple Punch, and you're going to come up with a card like this. So really, I like it. So you're going to see how you want to place it. I think I want the green Bermuda Bay to be up and the yellow to be down. So that would be the other way. But I like it this way. So we're going to go ahead and look. See, I got the halo. 2 sides to every single piece of paper. Did you guys even see that? I bet you didn't. Not until I flipped it over. Okay, I want this to be nice and tight down. I'm going to line this up here to get a nice border all the way around. Okay. So then I've got this little guy here. It says, "We're cut out to be friends." I'm going to just make sure this gets all done like this. So while I'm doing this, let me tell you, you guys, what's today? The 14th. It's Pi Day today. So, but what I was going to say is this. We're halfway through the month of March. You guys only have 2 weeks left if you're going to participate in the celebration. So if you want to get any celebration items for free, and you're going to need to place your order here pretty quickly. And also, if you're going to sign up to be a demonstrator and become a Stamping Beauty on my team, again, you only have the next 2 weeks. You have until the end of March to be able to get in on that great deal of $99, and you get $175 worth of product, and you get to become a Stampin' Beauty and be on my team. So I'd love to have you. And we could do one of two things. We can cut it this way. I don't think I left it long enough, but we could also do it the long way. But I wanted to do it this way, so I already knew that when I was doing it. So I lined this up the way I want it. And I think I like it right there. And then just punch it out. So you saw, when I stamped that out, I just put it down there, however, because I knew I would be able to cut it perfectly straight. So we've got that. And I think what I'd like to do is have a little bit of color on here. So I'm going to take, I have these enamel dots here. And I think I'm going to take these enamel dots and put them, they may be retired now. But I have them and I'm going to use them. So, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 of these little guys and put them right here. One here. Another here. And then again on this other side, same thing. We're going to put one here. And one more here. Okay. This is a quick, very quick and easy card. Then I'm going to take this guy. We're going to put some dimensionals on here. And I'm going to put enough because the Whisper White that I used, I did not use the thick cardstock. I just used the regular, which works for me. And we're just going to put this little guy, I think we'll put him right down here. And I definitely know, just thinking of where I might want to have it. I could have it right here, but I think I want to put him right down here. Like that. And then, since I have these little guys, I'm going to put them on here as well. And just a couple. I like to put big ones and little ones together, and then random as well. Let's see, maybe one right here. And then I'll use this little ones. Maybe right here. We've got neighborhood dogs barking, and my little Stanley wants to join in. And then I think I'm going to put one of these right here. I'm going to put one more because I want to kind of even out some of this blue up here. So there we go. That is that card. Quick and easy. We are cut out to be friends. And then look at that. Super cute. You guys, the next person who buys that 8-pack of cards, I'm going to go ahead and put this in there as well. So this will be one of your cards. All right, if you guys like this, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like more information on how to purchase Stampin' Up, I'll put the link down below. Of course, the 8-pack of cards are always available, and I'll leave that link down below as well. And I will also show this on my Instagram if you want to see it. You guys, thank you so much, and I appreciate all your support, especially with the Stampin' Up. I love that you guys are asking to see more cards. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, but I will be making an envelope to go with it shortly. All right, beauties, have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.